In the peaceful farmlands of the 1930s New Zealand, something strange was happening. Farmers were tending crops, raising livestock, and suddenly, kaboom! Bursting into flames. Not metaphorically, literally, pants exploding on people, on farms, during tea. Boom! Flaming trousers. And this wasn't an isolated wardrobe malfunction. This was a full-blown combustible epidemic. Men would be walking through fields, feel a strange heat rising, and seconds later, ignition. Some saw smoke. Others heard small bangs. One guy claimed his pants hissed before they lit up like a Guy Fawkes display. Hospitals were confused. Tailors were overwhelmed. And trousers across New Zealand were living in fear. The culprit? Not cursed sheep, not fire demons, not angry fashion gods. No, the real enemy was science, specifically a herbicide called sodium chlorate. It was the weed killer of the moment, cheap, strong, and wildly effective. It was sold in hardware stores, general stores, even mail-order catalogs. It promised to destroy unwanted plants. And boy, did it deliver, unfortunately. It also came with one minor overlooked feature. It was violently explosive when it dried into fabric. Farmers would spray their fields, kneel in the grass, and unknowingly soak their trousers with the chemical. As it dried, sodium chlorate turned into a crystalline powder, just waiting for friction or heat to say hello. All it took was a cigarette spark, a fire nearby, or sometimes just sunlight on a hot day. And kaboom! Pants barbecue. In some cases, the fabric didn't even need fire. Just rubbing your legs together while walking could trigger combustion. Yes, people were literally catching fire from chafing. Newspapers began calling it the exploding trousers epidemic. Medical journals logged it as a legitimate public safety concern, and for once the phrase hot pants wasn't a compliment. It was a public hazard warning. Now, sodium chlorate had been around for a while, but it was New Zealand's climate, combined with woolen workwear and heavy farm usage, that created the perfect recipe for a spontaneous trouser bonfire. One unlucky farmer reportedly lost 2 pairs in a single week. Another had to jump into a water trough mid-flame. At least one guy ran down the road in just his underwear, yelling, "She's gone up!" We don't know who she was, possibly his dignity. Officials started issuing leaflets. Do not soak clothing in sodium chlorate. Do not smoke near contaminated garments. And most importantly, do not dry clothing sprayed with chemicals over open flames. You'd think that last one wouldn't need to be said. You'd be wrong. The government eventually banned certain concentrations of the chemical. Fire brigades started issuing trouser safety talks, and tailors quietly updated their return policies. Over time, alternative herbicides replaced sodium chlorate. Trousers stopped exploding. But the legend, it lives on. To this day, exploding pants are taught in science classes, not as a joke, but as a cautionary tale about chemical absorption and unintended consequences. It's been cited in chemistry textbooks, featured in risk analysis lectures, and even got its own section in the annals of improbable research. New Zealand, the land of sheep, scenery, and spontaneous combustion. And for a brief, pants-scorching moment in history, it was home to one of the weirdest public safety crises ever recorded. So next time you're gardening or pulling weeds or buying discount herbicide from a suspiciously cheerful guy at a market stand, maybe ask yourself, will this make my pants explode? Because somewhere in rural New Zealand, a pair of trousers is still smoldering, and it's not because of fashion. Stories like these might sound outrageous, but they always carry a little wisdom tucked between the laughs. In the end, the tale of New Zealand's exploding trousers isn't just a bizarre footnote in history. It's a powerful reminder that even the most practical inventions can carry hidden dangers when we don't fully understand their science. Sodium chlorate was cheap, effective, and widely available. But no one anticipated what could happen when it soaked into fabric and dried. The lesson here is that convenience without caution can lead to catastrophe, or at the very least, a flaming pair of pants. Whether you're a farmer in the 1930s or a homeowner today, it pays to ask, what's in the stuff I'm using? How does it react with my environment? Am I missing something obvious because everyone else is doing it too? Because history doesn't just repeat itself. Sometimes it reignites, one spark at a time. Unbelievable but true. If you enjoyed this jaw-dropping tale from history, give us a like, subscribe for more historical hilarity, and drop a comment below. What's your favorite glorious mistake in history? Until next time, stay curious, stay laughing, and stay blessed.